gentlemen, welcome to another segment of our review sessions. Today I'm going to analyze NASDAQ and a bit of lessons. I'm going to explain a little bit of lessons that we've learned today and how some of the giants caught the move and why they jumped into this move. So let's dive into this. So this afternoon, before market open, I did share analysis with the gents, and this is the analysis that I shared on the group. So as you can see, last week price was in a ranging notion. The last half of last week, price was in a ranging movement. As you can see, is that our support and our resistance zone. And we see price was ranging and broke through and pushed the upside, which moved to this week, which this is how price is moving this week, right? So what I did when I analyzed this is that I tried to identify my zones. I identified my zones, which is my support over here, and my resistance, which is my areas of demand or areas of supply, right? I identified that this price was in a ranging market, right? So it was no uptrend, it was no downtrend, it was ranging, it was moving sideways. And yeah, so when I did analyze this, price was currently moving at, it was moving like this, right? So price today, the whole day, was moving downwards within this range, right? So it was moving downwards within this range, it was moving downwards within this range, and then it finally got to our supply zone over here, right? So what I had done is that I drew a trend line over here and wanted to see and add in extra confluences into my analysis, right? To confirm whether I'm going to buy or sell. I didn't take this trade, but yeah, this is what I would do if I was going to execute on the trade, right? So I did the downtrend, and I was gonna wait for price to break my trend line and retest it again, right? So what had happened today is that price broke the trend line and retested. Better to break the support and push the upside, right? So the riskier trade was that you were going to take the trade from the retest of the trend line. The more safer trade that you were going to take was this. You're going to wait for price to break that zone. Once price breaks the zone, then you can be more confident because there's an extra confluence that will confirm that this is indeed a buy opportunity, right? So let's count the number of confluences that happen here, right? Or the checklist. So number one is that price is in a ranging notion. Number two, identify areas of supply, which is our resistance and our support. 3, rejection of supply zones. So as you can see, there is the rejection of supply zones. Number 4, the break and retest of our supply zones. The break, retest of our supply zones. Number 5, extra confluence again, is the break of our area of value within our ranging market is this, which would have confirmed the buy opportunity, and if you went into this, you're going to make decent money. So on to the next one. The next pair we're going to speak about, or indices that we want to talk about, is US30. So US30, this is a trade that I executed today, and I did come up short with this trade. This is what, let me show you how I analyzed it and how I went about this trade this afternoon. So Yesterday we had a nice big break over here. It broke our supply zone over here, which is our support, now new resistance, right? So it broke and it formed a higher high. So once it formed a higher high and pushed back to the downside, then it then confirmed for me that that is another, it's creating another area of demand, right? Or a supply area of supply, right? So then price moved down to the downside like that, or whatever the case may be. It moved to the downside and it got back to our supply zone, which is our resistance, which is now our new support, right? Price battled to break our support zone. It was showing multiple signs of rejection, right? Then for me to add another confluence onto this is that I drew a trend line, and this was another confluence for me. So if it broke above the trend line, which it did, it broke above the trend line, it's adding an extra confluence, right? So I was a little bit impatient with this trade, and I did get into this trade very early, right? I got into the trade around this area. I think I got into, it was 35526 that I entered this trade exactly, and I put a stop loss of 35490, right? So I did enter the trade very early, and that was the reason why I got burnt on this trade. But yeah, let's analyze a little bit more. So I did identify this area of demand over here, this support and resistance zone over here. So I was waiting for price to break here, and if it did break above this, I knew that the price was going to continue on its upward trend, right? But as you can see, price did reject the zone and battled to break the zone, so it did move to the downside, and yeah, that's when price pushed all the way down and broke through my stop loss. It broke through my stop loss over here. So the lesson learned with this trade is that I should wait for all my confluences to check out. I shouldn't rush into a trade or enter in the middle of nowhere with a trade, and just wait for that extra confirmation before going into a trade. Then you'll be on the better side of the trade. Okay, cool. Now the next trade that we're going on to is DAX 40, which I did go into this trade and broke even with this trade. So this whole week DAX has been ranging. It's been battling to break up or battling to break down. If it does break up, it does a fake out and pulls back in, right? So yeah, we identified our supply zones, our support and resistance zones, and yeah, it was ranging within that. So it's not that much things that you can add for confluences when a market is ranging as to an up or a downtrend, right? So this is what happened today. So I shared an analysis. So market opened up like this. It got to our resistance zone. It battled to break there. As you can see, rejection, and an engulfing candlestick here, and it pushed down to the downside, right? You can see that it pushed down to the downside, and this is when I started analyzing the market and looking for opportunities where I could come in, right? So price got to our support zone. So initially got to my supply zone. So I also rushed into getting into this trade. I jumped into this trade in the middle of here. I didn't wait for it to reject or to reach the zone or whatever the case may be, and that is why it was incorrect. So I did send out the analysis on group, and option 1 was either up here, or an option 2 was the break and retest and the push back down to this downside, which it went to option 1's favor, right? So why I didn't win this trade was because I didn't wait for price to reject the zone, and I didn't wait for the retest at all. So I just rushed into the trade, and that is why it hit my stop loss, and I didn't follow my rules, right? And yeah, thank you for listening to my um the review session, James, and yeah, I will be back with another review session, and yeah, I hope you guys learned something, or I hope you guys picked up on things that you also had mistakes with regarding this. Yeah, thank you, gents, and yeah.